All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 52. It's going to be a great episode. We have some good friends here. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Hi, Randy.
Hi, how are you?
This is going to be, I'm very excited about this. We have Jen and Randi from SEPTO, Special Ed Parent, West Hartford Special Ed Parent Teacher Organization, West Hartford. And you can see it's on Jen's shirt. Let's review episode 53. We had Brad Drazen he used to be on NBC for 17 years, and now he is the Vice President of Communications and Marketing for the Hartford Foundation for Giving. Wonderful person. Check it out, episode 53. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy. I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people in the community doing great things. And these two ladies and gentlemen, Jen and Randi, do wonderful things in our West Hartford community. So thanks again for coming. I also like to thank Owen and Dave from Direct Line Media, because it wouldn't be possible. They put up with me for 54 episodes. Ooh. This is our 54th. How do you feel? You said it was a good number.
It is a good number. I don't know.
Why is it a good number?
My dad's birthday is 5/4/55.
Oh, and it equals 9, which is under 10. So
yeah.
That's all good.
Is my dad 54? My dad may be 54. How old are you if you're born in 54?
No, his birth, it's May 4th.
Oh, got you.
He's not 54. That would be weird math.
That's true.
Because I'm going to be 54.
That's true.
I hope I'm not your
She's
dad.
single.
Hey. Randy's single, everyone. Disclaimer. Nice, Jen.
Edit that out, please.
Nice. So you're here for your work in the community. You're here for both being educators. Where do you want to start?
So those of you who don't know what SEPTO is basically an organization that brings parents and other community partners and obviously, teachers and, people services and therapy providers in town, and we do all sorts of things. So we used to do monthly meetings, and then, we listened to people, and they said, please don't make us come out once a month and feel guilty when we don't come. And so we do less meetings throughout the year. I would say maybe 6 a year. And then we really try to focus on community events. That's been super hard with COVID, obviously. But we do have some fun, and I think that next year we're hoping to kick off next school year, fingers crossed, with another silent dance, because it was such a great hit. I don't know if anybody has seen it, but it's like those headphones that light up, and so you could be listening to a different song than the two of us, and everybody dances. It's a great dance to chaperone anyone who wants volunteer hours, because it's not loud, right? And everyone has a great time. So it's great for people with sensory issues, because then you can control the volume of your own music, and it and
a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then the headphones kind of make you feel warm and cozy because they're tight. What other community events?
Now, do they light up?
Yeah.
And so would you be dancing at a different beat? I'm doing this, you're doing this, but everyone's having a good old time.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the adults have more fun than the kids. But it is. It's so fun. And so
how do the kids pick their music?
We have a DJ, and the DJ has different controls different stations.
Wow.
And there's 3 different stations. There's like a red, blue, and a green, and you just pick. So if you don't like the song, you just click over to the next one, and it's.
Oh, but then you'll start to click green, so if that guy's clicking green, we're jamming to the same music.
Yes.
If they're paying attention, or they're watching each other's dance moves,
right,
and then saying, "Hi, what song you have on?"
Sometimes you can kind of guess what the song is too. That's super fun.
Yeah, by their beat.
Yeah, because if they're like, hey,
hey,
margarita, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we obviously try to, give education opportunities. We try to give back as much as possible. We've funded numerous projects through sensory room needs, para-education materials.
We also advocate and support. Our goal is really to support the families. But we forgot to mention our favorite fundraiser, which Mr. Feeney, you yourself has been at, Celebrity Scoop.
Yes.
So.
The one and only time, Celebrity. It's awesome. A couple blocks down from my school.
Wear your hat when you can. But
It's
Rita's
lots of
Ice, we scoop, and the kids come out and support. So.
No, I would collaborate and help you guys anytime I could. I missed this last event. You handed out books and had a comedian, right?
Yes, the comedian was very funny. I thought he was hilarious. We do a book study every year. And this year, our book was How Not to Lose Your Beep on Your Kids, because we thought that everyone just kind of needed a laugh after all this craziness with COVID and school. I mean, us all being educated. This year has been
How
rough.
Not to Lose Your Beep is a funny book?
No, it's
Okay.
kind of a parenting. I should have brought one for you, but it's a.
Yeah, you were going to drop one off at my house. Real nice.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Well,
Sorry.
I kind of overbooked myself. So
It was
it's
pointers. It had pointers.
Pointers, self-help, how to cope. How to
For
kinda,
all ages
for parents and caregivers. Yeah, but all ages of kids.
and all different needs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there were some good pointers in there.
Is it what to expecting when, what to expecting with teenagers? Very similar to that, or those are boring and this sounds cool?
Yeah, this was more entertaining than that. And it's a fast read. It was only like 150 pages, so it was easy to get through.
Yeah, how did the event go and what did you guys do? I'm so mad. I wanted to be.
And even during our
I
book
wanted to be
studies,
there.
I honestly will fess up that I didn't read the book, but we had a panel who spoke about the book, so if you didn't read it, you didn't have to feel like you were not in the know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we usually have one of our board members, Ellen, who's fantastic. She's also a librarian in town, so we kind of put her in charge of the book study since it was her idea. That's what happens. You have a good idea, then you
Nice.
become in charge of it. And so we ask area providers, developmental pediatricians, psychologists, psychiatrists, school professionals, kind of what they see the need of the population as far as, where it's kind of going. So if you could guess, the book before that was about anxiety. Right, because we see that. I mean, that's a huge issue,
Yeah.
right? So we try to just kind of take a pulse of what's going on, and that's how we pick. And so that's how we ended up with that book. But then we have a panel of experts related to the book. So, yeah,
Very cool.
it is cool.
What's your position on the West Hartford SEPTO?
I am the president.
Nice.
Really, we are looking for, any takers would like to step up and kind of volunteer their time more. We try to be very efficient and not ask a lot, but it's, we're small but mighty and we're dwindling. We know people are overstretched, but
And you have a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, board of directors, or?
currently we have a president, a treasurer, a secretary.
Me, the fundraiser.
Fundraiser.
Yeah,
And the fundraiser.
and then we have someone who does the equity program, because that was like a big commitment, like going to the equity meetings with Rosina.
Oh, yep.
So they
She's
kind of
amazing.
represent our community, and she reports back. So, yeah, we're looking for help.
Very
Really.
cool. All right, for our next question, it's sponsored by West Hartford Lock. 3 keys that make you a great president of the West Hartford Special Education PTO. What are 3 keys that make you great at your job? I'm coming to you, fundraiser.
Can I
so-
listen? Can she do me and I do her?
Okay.
We want to do that? Go for it.
Oh, I have to, what's good about you? 3 keys. Okay.
Well, I got one on you.
Okay.
Do you want me to go
The
first?
ability, no, do you first. The ability to multitask. Randi is a great multitasker. She has a great sense of humor. I think that you need that for really anything in life at this point. And I would say the third is experience. She has a lot of experience with different types of disabilities, different types of kids, and she's really kind of seen it all, and she knows, some of the laws and when to advocate and, when to push harder and when not. Whenever I'm having a crisis with my own child, she's the first person I call because she's kind of seen it all, and I'm like, what do I do? By the way, 16, super fun.
Oof.
24, even more fun.
I have twin girls, 13, so they're getting there.
Sorry. Sorry. We have boys. Boys are easier. I was just going to say, as a president, she's also a friend, but as a president, as much as she's busy and she's working 3 jobs and volunteering and doing all this, she gets it done, even if it's last minute, but she does not forget a thing and gets it done. So it keeps us on task. And I think efficiency in all of our lives right now is hugely important. And she's also very, I would say, impartial. And she hears it all, takes it all in, and makes the right decision for what's best for all students and all kids and all families. And just being a great listener, so.
Aw, thanks,
Good stuff.
Randi.
That was great. 3 keys. All right, another game. First, last, best, worst.
What?
So your events. We talked a couple events. Your first event, your last event would have been that book.
Yeah, the last event was the book study.
First event was probably just our opening kickoff almost 20 years ago when we first started SEPTO.
20 years ago. That's
Almost
amazing.
20
years.
I'm trying to think what would have been our,
Yeah, probably like an informational.
oh, it might have been the welcome to school, like a
Yeah.
welcome to school or that just kickoff meeting. This was before your
Or
time.
the ever popular, what is an IEP?
Yes,
Oh.
no. Oh, no. that was, let's not jump in that far right in the beginning. It was more what is SEPTO? How do we get people out to meetings? What's our first meeting? Like,
Yeah, it's usually
come
a
and
welcome
feel
back
comfortable.
to school night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or it
Do
could
you
have
have
been
a-
a pizza party at ELC. Who knows?
Do you have a best meeting or a worst meeting? Or, least favorite? Or something went wrong or missing?
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Ever.
I would
Except
say
for when that
my,
person jumped
my
on.
least favorite is when there becomes tension between the district and, someone obviously caring for their student. That's uncomfortable, I think, for everyone in the room, and I just always like to take a step back and just say, it just makes me feel bad, right? It makes me feel bad for the student, who clearly is just not getting whatever they need in whatever form that is, to no one's fault, right? It makes me feel bad for the school professionals who are coming in the evening,
Trying to do their best.
trying to do their best, right? And it makes me feel bad for the caregiver, right? Like, you don't know what you don't know till you don't know it. My friend Meg Green told me that years ago, and I love it, right? And I think it's just hard to know what the right thing to do is all the time. And,
Yeah.
It's a fine line.
everyone has good years and bad years, and we've all been there, but, so that's not fun. And it's usually at the, what is an IEP meeting, like, when you're talking about legal things, it just kind of, I don't know, gets kind of yucky.
I think our latest funny was that meeting earlier in the year at Bristow where Jody was filming it live.
We had a bomber.
Wasn't really funny in the scheme of things.
I thought it was funny.
Zoom bomber?
And so, we're all sitting in this meeting, and it was amazing. Our friend Chris Dutton from The Bridge came and did this amazing, it was actually about anxiety and when too much is too much, and how to know when it's too much, and how to advocate for help and what levels of help are available. So it was an amazing meeting, right? Like, very important information. And then all of a sudden, all of our phones start, buzzing and going off, and we're like, what's going on? And of course, there was a naked man on our online.
But Jody didn't know that because she had the camera flipped the other way so that the video could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little,
Yeah, it was very
little
funny.
much. But that was when it was a
unfortunate.
little crazy.
Yeah.
One of our best meetings.
I would say that's worst. It's a good worst.
Best meeting. I think it's when people come out and support in a good way. Like, if we plan all these, what we think is great meetings, and over almost 20 years, it's been really hard to come up with new and exciting topics and not repeat the same, to get a global community out, because that's what we have problems with, is we don't want to do the same narrow focused meetings. We want to hit as many people, because it doesn't have to be special ed only. It can be anybody in the community can come out. So I think planning these meetings and then nobody showing up, but on the flip side, planning these meetings and then a great turnout and people leaving with positive feelings makes me wonder why and be excited why I'm doing my job.
Yeah,
And
I
continue to
agree
do
with
my
that.
job after my child has aged out. So please come help SEPTO.
Come help out. We're looking for good friends to help out. And if you want to help out, info@whsepto.org. Info.
Perfect.
And there's a Facebook and Instagram page, the SEPTO, West Hartford SEPTO. I should have worn my shirt. I have my
WH
shirt too.
SEPTO. So pretty, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they're very
Wonderful
fancy.
shirt. Support,
We have
education,
bags
and
too.
friendship.
Do we get rid of all our bags?
No, we have bags still.
Oh, come on.
We'll give
That's what
some
we
to
stand
Mr.
for.
Feeney
Yes,
when I
please.
drop off his book.
They're green sack bags. They are attractive.
Yes.
No, that again, back to the server, great event. How many server events have you done? And is it usually always Rita's on New Britain
Oh,
Avenue?
server. I'm like, what do you mean by server?
scoop.
Celebrity
Scoop.
server, scoop.
Scoop.
That's the
Scooper.
major one we do. We did coffee, like Friday coffees, but that wasn't,
Yeah.
no, that's a big fundraiser for us, and it gets a lot of people out, a lot of people excited.
Do you remember some other celebrity servers? I think you had Sonar from the
Oh,
Wolf Pack.
Yeah,
or
we've had some of the
The chief of police always comes and
firefighters, EMTs.
Vern Riddick was on the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, this was before him, though.
Oh, the other chief? Oh, that's right.
I thought it was kind of funny. I have this great picture of
like
the
Michelle.
Hall principal and I standing together because I graduated from Hall, and we were like making fun of the Conard principal. It was really funny.
Who is now our boss.
Sorry.
Mr. Feeney. Who else comes? I was going to say this. I don't. So sometimes
Officer Cummings, the
superintendent-
state
yeah.
trooper, who's been a big ally of ours. She does this amazing, how to keep kids safe on social media. She's done great meetings for us.
So
Yeah.
principals,
Who's that?
assistant
We get her on the
principals.
podcast.
Oh, she's great. Oh, she's
awesome.
She's
Connect that.
fantastic.
She knows a lot
Wealth
of
of
information.
knowledge.
We're celebrities. I mean,
course.
just us walking in the door is a celebrity.
I'm honored to
Mike
have you guys
Machad
here
has
right
done
now.
it.
Yes, the Little League president at the time was Joe Greco. He did it
Yeah.
for us the last time.
Trying to think of us.
I had a wonderful podcast with Mike Machad. He's a former guest, and they just celebrated something special at the Miracle League yesterday. They raised how much?
When I left the field at 7 yesterday, it was 28,500, I think.
That's
Raised
amazing.
a lot of money.
10 years.
10-year
years.
anniversary, a big special day over, was it LaSalle? Or Trout Brook, excuse me.
Yep.
The Yukon Fields.
Trout Brook and Mike Machad, fantastic human being. I really like Mike, so
Yeah, the Miracle League is fantastic, and it's been amazing to see the growth. My son started when they used to practice at Kingswood, Oxford, and they didn't have a fenced-in field at the time. And my son, along with lots of other children, like Weathers, but Gavin used to be a runner at that time. And so I was very happy when we moved and got the fence. Yeah, that was
easier to
good.
catch.
Yeah, yeah. But it's really amazing to see all of the kids and the teams, and me and my husband volunteers, and I mean, it just takes a whole village over there, and it's really amazing. Now they have 2 days of baseball, Saturday
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Sunday,
yeah.
in the spring
National
and
League and
fall.
American League.
Yeah, it's amazing.
When we first started, because Ryan was one of the old timers yesterday, so who's now 24, he got his famous old timer shirt and they played in the old timers game. But they were saying, "Oh my God, I remember when he was 3 years old." Now we're talking 20 years later. So
Yeah.
10 years for the field, but we've been playing for longer. So the three in charge have done such amazing things, Ronit and Mike and Scott. So
Oh, that's right, Ronit.
all three of them.
Yeah, great
She's
people.
got to come on too.
Yeah.
Ronit. She's awesome.
She's gonna have a new baby, grandbaby.
Wow.
I know. time
And what
flies.
about professionally? What's your occupation?
I work for West Hartford Public School. I'm a pre-K teacher over at Webster Hill. So,
Yeah, how's pre-K?
oh, it's fun.
How many shoes do you tie a day, and how many
None.
noses do you blow?
Velcro shoes.
Okay.
So we don't have to tie shoes very often. Or,
I feel like it's tying shoes and blowing noses.
Noses,
all day
they blow
long.
themselves. If you're in
Okay.
Mrs. Leopold's class, we run an independent ship.
And how long
Just joking.
have you been doing pre-K?
30 years.
That's it?
Can't tell by my
I know.
non-gray hair, but yes, that's it.
30 years.
30.
What locations?
I was 14 years in West Hartford Public, 11 at the Jewish Community Center, 6 back in Philadelphia, and then some random.
Nice.
So
Very cool.
if you can do math, it's almost close to 30.
Yeah.
Pre-K, all in pre-K?
I can't
Threes
imagine.
and fours. And this one's on the opposite end
Yeah,
of the
I like the
spectrum.
big kids. Like, I'm like, no little kids. So I am a teacher for Hartford Public Schools. So I teach high school at a Magnet, Great Path Academy. And I am an adjunct instructor at Manchester Community College and Holyoke Community College. So
Oh, nice.
I am a
What
busy
subject
lady.
there?
So I teach business and hospitality. So I teach like business hospitality classes and labs. So
And Spanish right now.
yeah, and I'm currently subbing for Spanish.
Wow. I was an adjunct professor for 2 semesters at Goodwin
Oh,
College.
perfect.
Was it Educational Leadership for Early Childhood? It
I
was
took
fun,
that.
right? At Goodwin?
No.
But it was like, it was great. It was a great experience. I'm glad I did it, but going from 3rd grade to college was a big jump.
Difference. Yeah, big difference. Yeah, I love it. I can't imagine not doing it.
No, thank you. I subbed in 4th grade. That was hard enough on
Oh,
recess
no,
duty.
I love the big kids. Yeah.
And I'm taught 9 years in Waterbury, 9 years in West Hartford. My favorite teacher is Mrs. Jarrell in elementary school. She was my 5th grade teacher, and then she ended up becoming a principal and hired me when I got out of college. So I taught and went to Kingsbury School in Waterbury, Connecticut. So she was very important to me. And then Mr. Krill at Wilby High School. was my football coach, tennis coach, and biology teacher. So those are my 2 favorite teachers. Do you have a favorite teacher, someone that inspired you or helped you? Or
So I know this is terrible as an educator. I looked at that question ahead of time and I was like, oh. I changed schools a lot, and I actually did my first 2 years of high school at East Catholic, and then I switched schools my junior year, which is terrifying. I don't recommend it.
Wait, what year did you switch schools? In the middle of high school?
So after my sophomore year,
Oh, yeah.
I switched, and I switched elementary schools a couple times. I kind of bounced around a little bit. But my favorite teacher at Hall was Mr. Lobes, as we all called him, Mr. Leopald. He retired, I believe, last year, right? The art teacher. But I loved him. He kind of just got that I was lost and took me, was like, okay, just do your thing. I had all these extra credits too, because I came from Catholic school. And so, yeah.
Cool. And he just retired. Mr. Lobel?
Yeah.
Or Lobes, they call him?
Lobes. Yeah, we all called him Mr. Lobes.
Don't know him, but
Yeah.
Thank
He
you,
was a
Mr.
cool guy.
Lobes.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Can ask if he's still in the system.
right?
Yeah.
Look him up.
My
Randy?
favorite teacher was actually my kindergarten teacher back in Cheltenham. And funny enough, I was her first class, so she taught K. And then when I was in second grade, she was K through 2. So I was in second. My brother was in K with me. And then years later, I was in her wedding. So we all went, that whole class, her first class, we all were invited to her wedding. So flip the script. When I taught and volunteered when I was teaching, I went back and worked with her in K.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where was that?
In Cheltenham,
Where's
right
that?
outside of Philadelphia.
Gotcha.
So
You guys have such inspiring stories.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no.
I still
I
keep in touch
hated
with her.
school.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that maybe why you went into pre-K or K?
No, I didn't. Like some people just always have it in them. Like I always knew I was going to be a teacher, but I like
Do
the
you
little
like
kids
Philly
better.
cheesesteaks?
I do. Well, actually, I like Philly chicken cheesesteaks. I'm more
Tony
the-
Luke's,
No.
Steve's Prince of Steaks, Jimmy's, not Pat's,
No.
Geno's. Those
No.
are commercial,
Actually,
right?
believe it or
Those are
not,
sold out.
never been.
Yep.
Growing up in Philadelphia, never been.
So
I like
Jimmy's.
Jimmy's on 4th and South Plug. Sorry.
Yeah, Jimmy's.
She's also a big Eagles fan.
Boo. Giants,
Ugh, sorry.
Eagles.
Sorry.
My wife's cousins they go to South, I want to say Central South. Justin Pugh, you know Justin Pugh? He played for the Giants, he played for the Eagles. He went there.
I can ask my dad.
What's
and
it
my
called?
brother.
Holland, Pennsylvania, or
Yep. Out past
Is
King
it-
of Prussia.
yeah, there's another name for it. But 3 boys, so every time we go down there, we'll go to a Phillies game or an
Yeah.
Eagles game.
Yeah. My parents still have season tickets to the Phillies and basketball for the Sixers and
Oh, wow.
to the Eagles.
That's
So
dedication.
we try to get home to the Eagles Giants game because my son is a Giants fan, but it's usually that December 24th time
Yeah.
of year where it's just a wee bit cold. So, but we'll take one for the team. His team lost right in last 2 minutes of the game a couple of years ago.
Who?
He wasn't happy. The Giants lost to the Eagles a couple of years ago. Just saying.
Does he wear Giants stuff?
No,
there?
no,
Yeah, I
no,
would not
no, no,
suggest
no.
that.
No.
Yeah, no.
The closest he came was like green and blue, but no. Even the little kids will get picked on.
Yeah.
There's a jail in that stadium.
I know they throw snowballs at Santa.
They're really, hey, it's
They
the
cheered
city
when
of
Michael
brotherly
Irvin
love.
broke his neck.
City of brotherly love
Brotherly love. Yeah.
in the
That's,
jail.
that's a farce. They're mean down there. They're not good friends down in Philly.
No, they're not good friends with Feeney.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I have friends in Philly. They're very nice.
My friends are nice too.
Well, shout out to John, Mike, and Paul, Nicole's cousins, my wife's cousins. They're Philly. I always say, like, remember the movie Silver Lining Playbook? And I'm like, Robert De Niro's character is a gambler, and he bets on the Eagles, and he's like, the Eagles don't have juju. They need juju. Like, it's a good
Good
feeling to
feeling.
have the juju.
We got it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Eagles
you
don't
see
have
that
juju.
movie?
Yeah, that's they
The other
have-
movie? What's the other one? Oh, it's
Invincible.
Invincible.
Mark plays
That's a good
someone.
movie.
That's a good one.
Rocky. Come on, we got
Rocky's
some
all
good
right.
things. Right at the steps.
Adam Sandler just came out with one
Oh,
last
yeah.
night. Hustle.
Yeah.
That character was going to be drafted and plays for the
My
Sixers.
brother-in-law looks like Adam Sandler. Seriously.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
And your sports, you like the dogs.
Yeah, we're college football in my house. I met my husband in Georgia, and I lived in Athens. So once you live in a college football town, you are you are in.
Yeah, congratulations. You
Yeah,
guys just won, right?
Yeah, we just won the national championship. That's right.
Woo woo.
Go Dogs.
Take that, Saban.
Oh, that's right. They beat Alabama, too.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Big deal. Like, we won't be able to buy tickets for the next 5 years now, but it'll be fine.
How many Georgia games have you been to?
I've been to a bunch when I lived there, and then since then we've gone down a couple times.
Now, who's from there originally?
No one. I moved there to work in the private country club business, and it was awesome. My aunt was actually living there at the time, so I went to go visit, and I fell in love with it. And then a member of that club opened his own country club in another town, and so I moved there. It's in Hartwell. They have a huge lake there. They actually have 1,000 miles of shorefront. It connects Georgia and South Carolina, so you can go to Lake Clemson by boat from my house
yep.
at the time. So it's a beautiful place to live, big retirement community. And then my neighbor was like, "You're from up north?" I was like, "Yes."
Is that a bad thing?
And so my husband built his house, and so we became good friends because we were,
There a lot.
sticking out together. And yeah, so we were good friends. And then my dad came to visit and said, "Hey, I like that guy." I was like, "Really?"
Oh, Dallas.
So
so
now, all this time later, it's a whole big thing. So yeah, but
Very
I'm
cool.
from West Hartford, so my family's from here. So
All right. What made you come to West Hartford?
Well, that's an interesting story. No, that was my husband's job. But I went to school at University of Hartford,
Okay.
left, didn't even take teacher certification in Connecticut, swore I was never coming back here. Sorry. And then 7 years later, his job moved him back here. And we're literally living a mile from the University of Hartford, where I swore I was never coming back. Nothing bad about University of Hartford, but I wanted to be in Philadelphia. But now, honestly, tying back to special needs, when I knew my son was going to be born with special needs, I would not go back to Philadelphia. The services here in the community here, you cannot even make up of that support.
Yeah,
So-
true or false, families move to West Hartford.
Oh,
if you have
absolutely true. That's why we're still here. Like, we would prefer to probably live somewhere more rural, and it's, we just prefer other things done, especially the town has grown so much over the years. And yeah, no, we stay for
Can you
our son.
compare and contrast something that, West Hartford has done that maybe another district has not done, or something that, what makes them stand out?
Yeah, I mean, even just the offerings.
The offering, the support.
Yeah.
I know the teachers are great. All
Yes,
the
we
teachers are
Of course they are. We love all of them, and even the therapists, right? Like the
Everybody.
thing, when you go talk to other people in other communities and other states and other towns even, and I tell people what my son gets, and they're like, what? They're like, how much does that cost you? I'm like, just my
Taxes.
taxes, which now I don't complain about paying ever. Just kidding, I complain like once or twice.
great. Especially when they're going up now, too.
Yeah. But, I mean, if I had to pay out of pocket, I'd have to work another job, which I don't know how I could do that. But it really is amazing what they do. And I feel like there's a true partnership, and I don't think that you get that everywhere. But ESY is not like a thing everywhere,
That too.
right? So
That's
even just
extended
that.
school year, summer
Yes.
school.
Yes.
But I think that's another pointer of why she's so good, because we forget when we're caught up in it, right? Oh, we're not getting what we need. We think we're not getting what we need. But then you can look around to other districts anywhere else. I mean, anywhere. And you can never take what we have here in West Hartford. So we are lucky.
Well, and teaching in another district, I mean, I
Oh, you see it.
could tell horror stories for.
And we've heard them.
I noticed
Yes.
leaving Waterbury to West Hartford, the music program. We had like 4 kids play an instrument, not so well, and the music teacher would just play during the concert really loud over them while the kids are her. He'd play it on beat. And you come out here and like 90% of the kids were playing an instrument. I'm like,
And both
what's
female
going
and male.
on
Yeah.
here?
Yo,
Both,
It was
Absolutely.
amazing to see. That what stood out right away.
Well, even the extracurriculars, right? Like that doesn't happen either, right? So if my son wanted to, he could do something all year, right? But he has basketball, he has Miracle League baseball, they do running club, right? He skis at Ski Sundown. They have an amazing adaptive program. People who don't know that, it's amazing there. So he's skied.
Do they
for
go
a
on
long
Wednesdays
time.
too, like everyone else?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
he can go on Wednesday, and then before COVID, they would send like the school bus, and then they would send a para if we wanted, right? Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
awesome.
I'm too neurotic to let that happen. I'm like, I'm not letting my kid on a ski mountain with not one of us there. He also recently had a ski accident, so that's a whole other story. But, and then they have Circle of Friends. They have social clubs. Like, the kid's busier than I am. It's crazy, right? And so that doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's
You
all
know, and
about
Danny Brown, she's another amazing community leader who offers all of these programs for our kids. Dances and karaoke and bingo and summer programs and vacation camps, right?
Yes. I'm thinking about Noreen and the store that they built.
The next chapter.
Ooh, yeah, it's great.
I really hope that my child gets started. It's such a great idea.
Yeah.
But all the crafts that she does too. I'm totally
Oh,
drawing a
Unified
blank.
Business Club. That's what you're
Yes,
talking about.
yes.
Unified Business Club, which they have at Hall and Connard. That's an amazing program too. So they partner budding entrepreneurs with buddies, and then they make and sell things. It's
amazing.
It's fantastic.
Unified Theater.
I forgot Unified Theater. Yes.
My
Unified
daughter
Sports.
just did that at Bristol.
Yeah.
They did an
great.
Olympics theme. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Well, and if they want to
Unified
start their own group, they just have to come up with an
Sports,
idea and
Unified
find a
Sports.
sponsor.
I have to give a big shout out to my baby, who's not a baby anymore. He's 6'4". But so he got the opportunity through his amazing supporters in town that he started his own club at Hall. And it's the Unified Comic Club, and so they're making comic books. It's so cool.
That's cool.
I'm so proud
But it's
of
his
him.
passion and something
Yeah.
he wanted to do, and they just run
Yeah.
with it. So.
Yep. Yep.
And he likes comics like Spider-Man, X-Men, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. We're a Marvel house.
Marvel.
We're a Marvel
Did you go
house.
see Doctor Strange?
Yes, I took him and a gaggle of children with my husband.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it, but I know nothing about Marvel. Like, he talks about it a lot, and I promise I'm listening.
Do you watch all the series too, like Moon Knight just finished?
Yes, I liked
Miss
Moon Knight.
Marvel's just started.
I have not started that. I'm behind that. I'm only on episode 4 of Stranger Things, too. Like, yeah.
Of what season?
The new one.
Okay.
He watched it without us. He had a party and the whole thing, and now we're
I'm
catching
on
up.
season 3 of Stranger Things. I'm behind.
Okay.
My daughter just binged seasons 1 and 2 I watched maybe 5 years ago when they came out.
Yep.
Lost interest, but she's now interested, so we're watching season 3 together.
Yeah, it's good. It's very scary. The new season's scary.
4 is
That's
scary?
scary.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife's like, what are you watching this for? Don't watch this.
Oh, no, I like it.
Everybody needs a little scare in their
I
lives.
watch it right before bed. No, I hate scary movies.
I don't do scary.
watch
Yeah,
the
me either.
Boo. Like, I've never watched anything.
Nope.
But Stranger Things, I think it's just cheesy.
Close your eyes.
And it's just, I like the 80s because, that's the going to the mall in season 3. I'm like, I went to Sam Goody.
That's why Gavin loves it. He's an old soul. He's got like Walkmans, and
Yeah.
oh yeah, he loves it.
I used to buy all my singles at Sam Goody.
Do you remember waiting for concert tickets, like
Oh,
in
yeah.
line? I think I used to buy
Strawberries.
them at Strawberries and Macy's.
Oh, yeah,
It was like
Macy's.
Filene's at the time, maybe, or something.
Wrestling tickets. You had
Yeah.
to wait in line.
We used to like get somebody's grandma to take us. Like, come on, we gotta go get tickets.
And then I used to wait in line for John Madden football would come out, so I'd wait in line for that at not GameStop or Funkoland maybe GameStop.
And now you just order them on Amazon.
I
Now
know
you can just get
kids
'em.
today have no idea the
Nothing.
struggle that
I
we
know,
went through
the
to
wait.
have fun.
Get a ride.
Yeah.
You pile into someone's
And you didn't
car.
have a cell phone. You had to like wait
Dial it up.
or have change in your pocket to make a phone call to find
Couldn't
someone.
Venmo your friends. Couldn't Uber.
Nope.
These kids don't do Venmo anymore. Come on, they're on Apple Pay.
Was Apple Pay the new thing?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I just
Cash
ran
App.
the booth.
Cash App.
Oh, no, they always
App.
said to me, Apple Pay. I'm like, nope, I ran concessions at the track and field at Hall. And they're all like, can we I'm like, you can Venmo. No, Apple Pay. I said, then go find somebody that has Venmo. You Apple Pay them, and then you get me the.
I know. I just went to Mortenson's
I'm like-
Ice Cream on the Berlin Turnpike, and it's cash only. And some guy was like,
Ooh.
man, I didn't know, and the ATM's broken. I go, bud, you want to Venmo me right now? I'll
got
only
you
charge
cash.
you like $2 Feeney surcharge, and I'll give you the cash.
Nobody carries cash.
No one.
No.
I actually have cash. You'd be so proud. I have cash in my wallet today. She
Cash
just yelled at
check,
me 'cause
let's
I
see.
never.
You better yell out over there.
I got 20.
Oh, see?
That's it.
I might have a couple dollars. That's it.
Yeah.
I got my cash somewhere else.
And how's Gavin doing? I know you you were mentioning something on Be a Good Friend initiative, maybe a collaboration.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to kind of bring, a kind of new lens. I think that COVID in general has been really hard on everyone and kids in general. And he had a couple of really bad experiences at Hall this year, and we're hoping to kind of take that as a learning moment. And I'm kind of I had to turn my own perspective, really, to be honest with you, because I was really struggling. And I said, you know what, I gotta turn this into good.
Yep.
And I have to make this a teachable moment. And so when I talked to the team at Hall, who are great,
Yep.
I said, listen, I get it, right? I've been in schools for a long time, and I said, we have to do better. And we have to do better for our kids and our students and make them better humans, right? And so that's kind of what I'm hoping to do this summer in my downtime, to kind of craft a plan for them to just because you have an amazing campaign already, Be a Good Friend, and it's really not that hard. I'm like, just be a good friend. It's not that hard,
This
right?
is what it looks like.
It's actually harder to be mean than it is to just be nice, right? Or ignore, or any other option, right? And so that's kind of where I want to take it, because I just think people don't think.
Yeah, and it's so easy. Like, hold the door for someone, give a compliment, pick up trash, even though it's not yours.
Ooh, that's key.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Be
didn't
charitable.
do it.
Give to
Yes.
West Hartford SEPTO, give to Friends of Feeney, Food Share, Johnny's Jog. There's so
Yeah.
many great organizations, Journey Homes.
Right.
Be a Good Friend. Does he have a name? You said you had a name or a plan? Was it going to be an organization or just more of an initiative?
No, I was just going to steal from you. Yes.
Okay. We're all
Borrow.
Gavin. Gavin is a good friend.
Claim
Gavin,
the name.
whatever you want to do, Gavin, I will collaborate with you, buddy. You're a
Yeah.
good kid, and you like Marvel. We could talk Marvel. We could do
Yeah.
comic books.
He loves movies. He's a movie buff. Yeah.
Oh, let's come on and talk movies.
Yeah.
I had this list of top 100 movies you should see, so I like to check those off. I'm on like 13 of the 100, so I got a couple more. Got a few.
In your spare time.
Moving and shaking when you get there.
I'm like, every night, we're going to watch TV. 5 minutes later,
Good night.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Anything else on Gavin or school or SEPTO? I got a couple questions and a game.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be great.
Oh, boy.
Do you want me to tell the story about how I got involved with SEPTO?
Yes,
Because
please.
it's really funny. Well, it's funny now. It wasn't funny that time. So many, many moons ago, when Gavin was in pre-K at the ELC, at the time he was, in diapers and nonverbal, and that kid could move. And he was an escape artist. Like, the school laughed when they did the intake because we had locks up and over our door, and my parents, had a two-family, and Dover was our family house. And so he used to stack the furniture, climb, undo the locks, and escape the house. Like, so I never slept because he didn't sleep, and then he was an escape artist, right? Like, it was like this big game we had in the Sherman house. He's kind of over it now, thank goodness, but we have like alarms on our doors now. But so it was a rough, couple years, and I mean like 10. But so my husband was working in D.C. at the time. He's a contractor, and he was working on the CIA building, so he wasn't home, obviously. And so Gavin had this thing where he didn't want to get dressed. And I was like, well, you're going to school, like. And so anyway, so by the time I get him, I'm fighting him in the car, and, he's always been a big kid, so. And I get him to school, and Miss Ruthie, who is like, one of the famous paras of the ELC, right? I'm in tears. Gavin is crying. He's wearing his pajamas, probably hadn't even eaten, right? Because he wouldn't eat anything then either. And so she takes one look and is like, I got this, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. And I go to leave, and I hit, I had my mom's car, because I don't know why I didn't have my own car, but for some reason it must have just been easier to get in my mom's car. And I hit the parking sign with my mom's car.
Oops.
And my mom is a lovely human being, but she is very Italian, and a pastry chef, and, that just kind of exemplifies her, right? So now I'm terrified, right? Like, parenting goals, your child's afraid of you at 30, right? And so I crashed her, and so now I'm like a real hot mess, right? I hadn't slept, it was bad. And then there was these women congregating, school drop-off, right? Like every, And they were so nice. They clearly realized that, like, there was some stuff, and they were like, hey, like, it'll be okay. And it was like Jackie Prozic and Darcy Crawford and, like,
Jody.
Jody, Noreen Simmons, I think was there, right? Like, and they were just like, it's going to be okay. Like, you're going to get through this, and everything's going to be okay. And that's how I got involved with SEPTO, because they were involved. And I was like, you know what? Like, if they can be kind and be good friends to a perfectly, upset stranger
Sane.
losing her mind in the ELC parking lot. And that's really how I got, and my mom didn't kill me, so that's good,
That's so good.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, small moments, it makes that connection, and now you're like hooked, and now
They
you're
probably
still in.
don't even remember the story, to be honest with you, but it's just
It was impactful to you.
exactly.
One of those days.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
And Gavin wears clothes now every day, so that's good.
And he's going to drive you to school.
Oh my God, no.
That's great. Well, I will collaborate with Gavin. It's been great chatting. Good story. Come on, Randy. You got a story? What got you
I don't-
involved?
I was one of the founding moms, so I remember Carrie Berman, it was Karen Zellman, it was Mary Hardy, and I just kind of fell into it because my son was a year behind their kids in age-wise, so I think they just needed people, and being new to the neighborhood, but having a son from birth having special needs, I just connected, and I taught a lot of those kids at the JCC, so I think that was my connection to them. And they asked me to come on as a fundraiser, and almost 20 years later, I'm still fundraising. Yee!
Thanks.
Even though Ryan's out of the system.
Oh, all this talk about being a good friend. We got stickers. We got magnets that you see around town.
Oh, yeah.
Cricket press magnets are going to be ready tomorrow. So I don't have any
Good.
magnets,
I
but
need
I
a
have
new one.
stickers.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
so
Thanks.
what would, Randy,
Stickies on
what
it
makes
for it.
Jen a good friend?
I roped you into this.
Hook, line, and sinker. I did try to get out of this. What makes Jen a good friend? She's just there. I mean, it feels like I've known her all my life, but we've known each other, gosh, over 10 years, right? No.
At least.
Yeah.
God, it's 16.
But no, she's easy to talk to. We get along very well. She'll tell you as it is, no matter if you want to hear it or not, but that's a good thing. She's sympathetic. Her husband's a good contractor, which helps. Wink, wink.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we got a question
Yeah.
for that.
And no, that's just it. She's got a good positive energy, so.
Yeah,
I've always noticed that too. So yeah, that's great, Jen.
Keep it real.
Yeah.
She
Same
keeps
question
it
to you,
real.
Jen.
Just keep
what
swimming.
makes Randy a good friend?
I was kind of say the same thing. I feel like our personalities are a little similar. We're kind of the yin yang. She always makes me laugh. Let's see, yeah. You definitely listen because I always call you. I feel like I can have potty language. There's never any judgment, right? So I can say the craziest thing in my head, and she's like, okay, And I think that that's really what you need in your life, right? You need someone who isn't going to judge you and you don't have to filter yourself. I can go to her house in pajamas and not feel bad about it, right? Like, we all need those friends. Like,
Yeah.
I just realized what else we did that we're not doing anymore. Celebrate West Hartford. Woohoo!
We
know.
used to have a booth on the corner. We had prime real estate at Celebrate
did.
West Hartford.
We did.
And then it was just the Jen and Randi show. And
Yes. And I got actually an email the other day. Hey, you need some volunteers? No, thank you. We needed them years ago.
yeah,
Did you guys go?
I ran.
I went.
You ran the 5K?
I did. I ran the 5K.
Nice. What was your time? Did you win?
Yeah, my own self. It was
Okay,
all
good
about
job.
me.
You won.
You're a winner.
I'm a winner, winner,
Yeah, I
chicken
did
dinner.
not go. My daughter had a playoff game and a championship softball all day.
It was
Saturday.
a lot yesterday.
And then Sunday, we went to like a picnic with the in-laws.
Yes.
I actually went because my old archery coach now makes sea glass jewelry, and she was up from Maryland, so I went to go
Oh,
see her.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
I
buy
didn't have
sea
time.
glass?
I did. I bought a present for my
Do you have a
friend's
shout
birthday.
out? Do you have her name and number? We'll shout her out and put the link on the podcast.
Trish Hall.
Trish Hall.
Booth what?
It was
Sea glass.
125, I think.
Does she have a website, Instagram?
She does. I have it in my bag.
All right, share with me. Trish Hall Sea Glass. That'll be in the shout out section.
That's right. She makes beautiful jewelry. It's absolutely gorgeous. But it was good to see her. And she was a big mentor for me when I was a kid. So
And I will say if I had time, I would have gone because I have gone every year, especially when we're there. And I was the one who got to travel up and down the booths to sell,
Randy,
pulling my shopping cart.
Guess what else I bought yesterday at the artist?
What?
Tie-dye. Duh.
Oh,
What else did
that's
you
my
buy there?
friend. That's Dina.
Oh, I bought the most amazing cardigan from her.
DJ
today.
Shevsky. Yeah, that's tie-dye. That's
Yeah.
Dina
There was
Shevsky.
two
Shout out to
tie-dyes.
Dina
There's
Shevsky.
Dina Shevsky, that's right.
I
You might have
love
to
my
spell that
cardigan.
one.
I'm obsessed.
DENASHEFSKY. But yes, no, it's a fun day. But I was too busy doing Safe Grad. That's a shout out.
Another side. We're gonna get them all in here. Safe Grad. You got a spot to donate, right?
We
A
do
link?
on the website.
Safe Grad. We'll get that link
It's-
on there to donate. What is it? Do you know it?
It's
Shout
only
it
till
out.
tomorrow. So if you're gonna
Oh.
donate, don't worry
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
not
Donate to
happening.
next year's Safe Grad. But that's the graduation party. That's a substance-free party after graduation at both Hall and Conard, from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Oh, wow. Where
After
is
they
it?
graduate. So Hall's is at Hall, and Conard's is at Conard. And
In the
each-
gym?
Secret. No, it's actually outside. It's mostly outside, and then in the cafeteria, and then we have something going on in the
Oh, the
gym.
kids don't know what to expect?
There's a theme every year, and they're not allowed to know. It's secret, but it's going to be amazing.
But there's like video games, bounce
Can't tell.
houses.
Can't tell.
I'm guessing.
Prizes.
Popcorn, cotton candy,
It fits whatever theme we went with.
Stranger Things.
Food,
Stranger Things. I just
donated.
know
We
it.
should guess. We should guess the theme.
Donated. Can't tell you. You have to come see
11.
tomorrow night. We do need volunteers, so you can go up on the website. We are looking for volunteers.
4 in the morning.
There's
Who
casinos.
chaperones that?
Parents, me. I'll be taking off of West Hartford Public School. I am.
Family first.
What day is it?
Family first. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night.
Oh, all night, Tuesday night
All
into
night
Wednesday.
into Wednesday. So to 10.
It's the last week of school, Mr.
It's a lot of work.
I'm
But
tired just
I
thinking
know.
about it.
yeah.
Well, my girls graduate from Bristol at Hall on Thursday, so it's gonna be at Hall,
And then where
which
will
is
they
great.
go?
They're gonna go to Conard.
All right, so you'll be involved. You've got 4 years to
Safe
get
Grad.
involved.
Oh, I can't
It's
wait.
big.
Safe Grad. I'm all about
Huge.
it. Sounds cool.
That's where the flocks come. Have you ever seen the flocks through the neighborhood? That's a fundraiser for both schools. The signs are a fundraiser, the lawn signs. But we were
Looking
setting
forward
up for it, so.
Looking forward to the high school years.
Oh.
Someone said the high school goes by the fastest. You notice that did it go by faster than middle school? Did it go by
Not with
faster
COVID,
than
that's a hard
elementary
route.
school?
Yeah, I don't. I think I'm jaded because of COVID. Because the end of middle school was COVID and the beginning of high school was COVID. But Gav was one of the lucky kids that went all during COVID. So,
Yeah.
All right,
And
game
Justin's
time.
graduating.
Ooh, I love
What minute
games.
are we on, Owen? 45 minutes.
Look at that.
Another
see?
sponsor, Donut Crazy. Crazy question sponsored
Love
by
it.
Donut
I
Crazy.
love it.
So we had our keys, 3 keys, sponsored by West Hartford Lock. We had first, last, best, worth. That's Matt Dick's storytelling game, episode 1. He just wrote a book, too. Check it out.
I work with his wife.
Nonfiction book. Oh, Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
She's all right. She's all right. She's a good friend. She's a good friend. Tell Alicia I said hi. Alicia, you're all right.
You all
But
right.
they had a podcast
Yep.
for their Speak Up. I
Yep.
was a guest there. It was great. I've done 4 Speak Ups.
Oh, really?
How I met my wife. How I got beat up by a guy with no arms and no legs.
Oh, stop.
What?
For real?
Yes.
Well, you
yeah.
got to be resourceful.
Yeah. He was a guest speaker. I just talked about it and with Brad, too, on episode 43. But guest speaker comes out. They're stubs, so he had stubs.
Was he a football player and a baseball player?
Yes.
Dave Clark? Not Dave Clark. Dave.
What's his name? I remember his name, too.
Is it from D3?
No.
Disability Dream and Do?
Nope. I'll get his name. I don't know. But I told this story, and no one believed me. And then my buddy Googled it, and he did the same exact thing that he did to me to this kid. So
Really?
he comes on stage, and he's like, I play basketball. And I'm like, oh, no. They throw him a ball. He dribbles it, throws it back. He's like, I played football. I could run, and it was low to the ground. Then he goes, and then I played wrestling, and I once pinned a 200-pound man. So I'm in this, I'm like,
Yeah,
no
okay,
way.
sure.
I'm a
Yeah.
wise ass. I go, how did you pin a 200-pound man? And the football team's like, yeah, burned him, And then he turns back and he goes, come on stage and I'll show you.
Oh,
So
sugar
the crowd's
jugga.
like, ooh, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm stuck here.
How old were you?
Freshman year of high school.
Oh. When to keep your mouth shut?
Freshman
By
year,
Feeney.
freshman orientation, new friends, first week of school, trying to make a name for yourself. I'm
made a name?
I'm making a name. I'm like the funny guy. Come on stage and I tell you. So I'm like, all right, not knowing like this is a lose-lose situation. You beat up a guy with no arms and no legs. You beat up a guy with no arms. You get beat up by a guy with no. So I go on stage. I go to my knees, and he's like, go to your knees and just push me. So I'm like, all right. I square up. I look around. And it's like everyone, and I just give him the best oomph that I got. He does a move where he ducks his head under my arms and uses my momentum against me and flips me head over heels. And I go flying past the moon like E.T. Like, and I land flat on my back.
And you're mortified.
And I'm like, I lose my breath.
Oh,
I can't breathe. I look over, and there's the whole teachers are pointing and laughing. Football teams are high-fiving. One guy's rolling in the aisle.
Laughing
and I'm like,
at you.
I got to transfer. Like, this is it. The whole year, people were like, senior year, they signed my yearbook. Beware of Stubbs. It's coming to get you. Stubbs.
Oh, that's
In
Was
the
he a guest
hallway,
speaker?
They would put their arms in
Oh,
their thing and chase
no.
me around for the whole 4 years.
That's not okay.
I don't mean to laugh, Mr.
That's
Feeney.
not-
That
that's not a
sounds
good
So that's a
friend.
good speak up.
Is that why you became a good friend?
Be a good friend. You think I learned to not raise my hand and say
No.
wise guy stuff?
No.
Where did that
No.
come from?
Be a good friend?
Yeah.
I just love alliteration, and it was Friends of Feeney. So we started for Nancy Sohn 9 years ago. One of my students lost their dad.
Okay.
Nancy Sohn lost her husband, Sam, a West Hartford family, unexpectedly. I had Gabby. And then the following year, one of my students lost his dad, in Hartford, was shot and killed in Hartford. So 2 years in a row, two dads. I'm a new dad. My girls are in kindergarten. And I just used GoFundMe, had to do something. We marched in the Park Road Parade. But GoFundMe taxes the recipients and takes a portion of every donation.
Yeah.
So more tragedies were happening, all at Woke at school, too. One of my daughter's classmates lost her dad, drowned at a state park.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, this is all in like 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So we just turned it into a 501c3 nonprofit, and now we've helped 25 families and raised over $65,000.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And then the Be a Good Friend is, like you said, simple motto.
Yeah.
And I was, I don't know, Friends of Feeney, kind of, the kids named it, and like, it was alliteration.
Yeah.
I want to promote our motto and our message.
That's
And,
helpful.
be charitable. Again, hold the door, pick up trash. I use that one all the time. Be a good friend, pick up the trash. Be a good friend, be nice, be inclusive, recess. Everyone plays. And you could use it anytime, anywhere. Be a good friend. It's very simple. So, I got the pride shirt.
Lots of truth.
Be a good
Love it.
friend. Where were we? Donut
Questions?
Crazy.
Oh.
Donut crazy.
So Donut Crazy was our biggest fundraiser. We had a celebrity server event. We raised money for a King Philip family that had a house fire. That was 4 days before the pandemic. So that
Ooh,
was
I
on
was at
like
that event.
March 10th, and the school shut down like March 14th, and then we didn't go to school for a year. They were like, "Oh, pack up. It's going to be 2 weeks. We got to clean your classroom."
Remember those
And-
days?
But so we raised like $5,000 there, and then most recently that was just topped. Gastro Park, Stanley from the office came and signed 200 autographs and pictures. We raised $10,000,
It's amazing.
Wow.
and that was for a family at Woke School. The mom passed away from brain cancer, and she was 33. So there's a dad, single dad, doing the best that he can with his children. So we're helping that family.
It's amazing.
All right, so these are crazy questions sponsored by Donut Crazy. What minute again so we know Donut Crazy? You guys go to Donut Crazy?
When you're there.
Yes. Yeah, we had the mayor, we had Dennis House, Derek Slapp, we had a bunch of great, Mike Golick Jr., we had some good celebs. We've got to get you guys in next time.
Sure.
I can't eat those big old donuts.
You don't like the donuts with a Snicker and a brownie? And
Well, I do, but
Cookie dough
I
on top?
shouldn't be eating those donuts. It
The
defeats
the
all
bacon
my
one's
running.
not terrible, I gotta tell you.
They have great avocado toast, they have great coffee.
Oh, there you go.
They're making hamburgers and cheeseburgers now, too.
Really?
So check it out. The coffee's great.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Why are you a teacher? So we're going to go back and forth. We'll go, Jen, why are you a teacher?
I would say now because I like to make a difference.
Randy, would you rather be a pizza or fries?
Ooh. I'm gonna say a pizza.
Jen, who was your favorite teacher? We talked about that
boy,
earlier.
You should have came to me. I knew that
Mr.
one.
Loeb.
Lobes.
Nope.
Who's your best friend?
Now, I'm friends with everybody. Be a good
Be a
friend.
good friend.
Good
This person's
answer.
favorite teacher is Mr. Feeney.
Aww. You
Would
paid
you rather?
him for that?
Yep.
Or should, yeah.
No homework. No homework for you, kid. Would you rather be a teacher or Mr. Feeney?
Oh, I want to be like Mr. Feeney.
Yeah, I want to be like Mr. Feeney.
Would you rather be a pizza or an ice cream?
Ice cream.
Oh, and then I asked them, what are you looking forward towards? What are you looking forward to towards high school? Because I know you did high school, so they're looking forward to math in high school. And what did they miss about pre-K or kindergarten? They missed their teacher in pre-K, and they look forward to math.
Do you know what most kids say? They miss the fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Wanna
don't
go
know
back
many
to
high
fun.
schoolers who think that pre-calc is fun, but you know.
Nope.
Would you rather? Don't know that one. All right. Would you rather be a cow or an eagle?
An eagle.
Yeah.
Fly,
Philadelphia.
eagles,
Oh,
fly.
that's
On the
right.
road to victory.
E-A-G-L-S-G, Eagles,
Spell it
Eagles.
right.
Boo.
Spell it right.
Would you rather have 4 arms or 4 legs?
4 arms, because we're always multitasking.
There you go. Would you rather eat pizza or pasta?
Pasta, I'm Italian.
Would you rather read Harry Potter or The Very Hungry Caterpillar?
The very hungry caterpillar.
And why are you a teacher?
I've always been interested in working with kids and helping them.
They're looking forward to learning because it's fun, and they missed nap time because it was relaxing.
I like nap time.
Are you Mr. Feeney's friend?
Yes.
Would you rather get merch from Mr. Feeney?
Or where?
Or what? What's the option?
Oh, Mr. Feeney's my favorite teacher because sometimes he calls me a knucklehead. Okay. I
had
call
one of
everyone a knucklehead. It's a term of endearment.
Yes.
Would you rather be a burrito or a taco?
A burrito.
Would you rather be a frog or giraffe?
Giraffe.
What's your favorite food? That's to both of you.
Chicken.
I eat very seasonally, so right now I'm kind of rocking the grilled food,
Nice.
seafood, you know.
I go for a good pliable.
Oh,
Nice
yeah, those
sauce.
are good, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather be a kid forever or an adult forever?
Adults have way more fun. Sorry, kids.
Jen has way more fun in it.
And how long have you been a teacher?
This is coming up on my 15th year.
Nice. And 30.
Almost 30, yeah.
I'm looking forward to high school, is working on my math skills. And sadly, I didn't go to pre-K. But I missed the food on the last day of school. Pre-K. What's your favorite season?
Summer, because we're not working. Oh, shh, don't say that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go summer. Summer tour. What?
All right, this
because we're
person's
not
favorite
working, 'cause
teacher
I
is
like the
Mr.
sun.
Feeney. Aw. Would you rather be in high school or middle school?
High school.
Would you rather teach pre-K or 4th grade?
Pre-K,
When's your birthday?
March 18th.
May 16th. Why, you buy me a present?
Yep, write that down. Do you like bubbles?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you rather be a fish or a bird?
A fish?
Yeah.
They miss nap time in pre-K, and they look forward to experiments. Oh, a good teacher should be brave, be a leader, inspiring, and nice.
There you go.
My favorite
We got
teacher is
that.
Mr.
Totally,
Feeney. Yep.
Randy.
I look forward to art in
So
high
a lot
school.
of my favorite teacher is Mr. Feeney here.
I know.
I know,
they're-
imagine that.
They're kissing. some
What do you
tush
like
there.
about kindergarten? Recess. Would you rather be a goat or a baby monkey?
Baby monkey, they're so cute.
Would you rather be a doctor or police?
Oh,
I'm gonna go neither.
yeah, right. And I was gonna
What's
say
your favorite animal?
A zebra.
Cow.
Zebra.
'Cause
What's
you show
black
your
and
stripes.
what's black and white and eats like a horse?
A zebra.
You're looking forward to high school as a locker. What they miss in pre-K is the short day,
We work full day.
right?
Well, they probably went to half day pre-K.
What's your favorite grade?
An A.
Oh, A.
Ooh, good answer.
What you
12th
miss
grade.
about pre-K is having art class. What they look forward to high school is having lockers and different. Don't know what that says. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Purple.
Do you like cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Allergic.
Do you have a dog?
Yes.
Allergic.
Would you rather eat 10 pounds of chicken or 10 pounds of steak?
Chicken. Steak would hurt my stomach.
Chicken.
Do you have any merch?
Feeney merch? Oh, yeah, look, be a good friend.
Let's go, let's go.
And we have SEPTO shirts.
SEPTO.
Yeah, and we have the stickers.
They miss nap time in pre-K, and they're looking forward to baseball in high school. How tall are you?
5'10".
5'4".
I'm looking forward to high
Almost
school
5'5".
to be successful and smart. Would you rather be an artist or a PE teacher?
Artist. PE. The kids smell.
Not PE.
Do you have any
elementary
pets?
school.
Yes. I have a 2-year-old yellow lab who we got to be Gavis' service dog, and she's adorable.
Oh, nice.
I used to have a fish.
Nice. Do you have any kids?
Yes, 1. Gavin.
2 boys.
Nice. What I miss about pre-K is all my friends. How old are you? What's your favorite color? How old are your sons?
16.
One's almost 18 next week, and one's 24.
Oh, check this one out. I miss my pre-K teacher. She was really kind, but not better than Mr.
Feeney.
What I look forward to in science, the high school is science, when they do science experiments.
Oh,
All right.
dissection.
Would you rather be in the Army or play basketball? Because I do both, or have done both.
That's right, you were in the Army.
I don't want to do push-ups.
Yeah.
And that I think that encompasses both.
But it's noble to be in the Army because you're doing something good for the world.
Yeah.
And we need that right now.
That's true.
It's proud to
I
be
like the
American.
thought
Tomorrow's
process.
Flag Day.
I like the thought, thinking aloud. Is it Flag Day tomorrow?
Yes, June
Oh, good,
14th.
good.
Flag Day. Wear red, white, and blue.
Flag Day.
Oh, I didn't. Thanks, Fran. I didn't know
June
that.
14th, Flag Day.
That's a
Gotta take out
pre-K,
my
knows all
flag
the
shirt.
holidays.
No. Flag Day tomorrow.
Would you rather be in pre-K or high school?
Pre-K.
High school.
It's fun.
Would you rather
High
be a
school,
mouse
yeah,
or a
fun.
cat?
A mouse? Or I don't. Neither.
Yeah.
I miss nap time because of the sleeping. I look forward to doing science. I think just because I like science and I like learning. Were those crazy enough for you?
Those are hysterical.
Those are
Crazy
really funny.
questions.
What'd you
I
tell
like
them?
it.
Just write down fun questions? Fun, crazy
Yeah,
questions?
would you rather questions, and I
Yeah.
said, one's pre-K and one's picture, and
Yeah.
it has to start with a, where we're doing
What?
statements and questions,
I love
capital
it.
letters. Like
Like
this one got
it.
sent back, as you can tell, they did their capitals.
They
You gotta
actually,
have
some
their,
of them have a nice writing.
you know.
No cursive, right? Oh, that one actually wrote it in cursive.
Oh, Webb Hill, we had
He keeps calling.
Rick Wells.
What'd you have him?
We had his
Dr. Wells.
wife on. She wrote a
Oh,
book.
yeah.
McKnight, Addison McKnight. So
Yep.
Did you read it?
Nope. To be honest, I did not.
Are you going to?
Someday,
Nice.
when I find time.
All right.
Dr. Wells is retiring. Another one
I
in the
know.
military.
He was in the Marines, though. National Guard compared to the Marines, I was like a Boy Scout.
Oh,
Practice.
but he's done
Army.
his time.
You know, he's awesome. All right, one more game.
Woohoo.
You want to take the phone call?
Yes.
Go for
This
it.
is the third time he's called.
You don't want to take it? Take the phone call. No worries. Wiley takes the phone call. Oh, speaking of, do you have your phone on you?
It's in my bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. Do you want me to get it?
All right. Yeah. Falling apart, Owen. Owen, they're leaving me, Owen. Phones. These kids in the phones these days. You got to put your phone on speaker. You got to call someone and make them make a bird sound.
Oh, this is so easy.
The record's 22 seconds.
Okay.
Ronald Harris, episode 52, did it in 22 seconds.
Oh, I got this.
Speaker, you could say whatever you want. They just got to say the bird. I'll start the timer when the phone
Oh
rings.
my God, this is so easy.
All right.
What is this? Who are you calling?
You're gonna know exactly who I'm calling.
Ready? Speaker, and we'll start the timer. It's a fun game, and time starts now. They got to pick up, too. So you got
Oh,
to
she'll
call
pick up.
someone dependable.
She has to be in. Be appropriate.
Hey, Stace. So you are going to be,
Feeney
know.
talks with friends.
you're on Feeney Talks with Friends, and I have you on speaker. I just need you to make the longest bird sound that you can make, and there's a contest. We're gonna win. Go.
Wait, what?
You need to make bird sounds. Come on, do it.
Oh, boom. Good. Good job. We'll put it closer to the mic. Let her go as long as possible. She's really good. Stacy's on. She likes birds. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
That's right. You know what we have to say to that? Bird's the word.
Bird's the word.
Look at you still
going.
going. All right, I'm hanging up now, but we won. We won.
Oh my gosh.
Bird's the word. All right, we're hanging up now.
Okay. She's still going. 32 seconds. That was good.
Hysterical.
I knew.
She didn't have to go for length, but extra points for her length
Yeah.
of.
Oh my, was that a game?
So that's the thing with me and my sister-in-laws. We do Bird's the word, and we all have bird shirts, and we exchange it, and we do like these funny, like we'll hide like birds in our houses and find like little knickknacks.
Oh,
so it was
too
perfect
easy.
that it was a bird.
That's hysterical.
Bird's the
And
word.
she's got that personality to
Yeah.
just do what you say.
Yeah.
You're like, go.
Exactly.
Nice.
Like the TV show.
I knew she was home. She's a teacher, but she's been off for a week, so
All right, this is another game. Last game. So this is Incoherent. They play this here on Fridays at Weehaw Roasting and Brewing. Weehaw Brewing and Roasting on 141 Shield Street. Come check them out. Cody does the coffee. Angie does the beer.
I know, I gotta come
Great
have beer.
spot. They have food by Fatty Wagon, so it's guess the gibberish. I'm going to show you a card. And then the podcast is going to be great. It's going to be half card, half you guys guessing. I'll hold it right here. Is this a good spot, Owen? So I hold it here.
Oh, it's like inventive spot.
And you're going to read it out loud. And it's a robot. From when mom doesn't turn on the lights, you use. So say it out loud and you'll get it. Just say it.
Hamasana Letsum.
Yep.
Letza. Hamasana
Say it out loud. You got to think out loud. It's the best part.
ham a sana letza.
It's a robot commands. It's like, hey, what's the weather?
Hamasana Letza.
Or order me a Starbucks. Or
We're not good
Can
at
we
this.
skip? Pick another card. I don't like
All
this
right,
card.
So,
Amazon Alexa.
all right, gibberish. Shoot. So it's incoherent. You want to say it a lot. This is a Chipotle. Can be found at Chipotle or Moe's.
Burrito bowl.
Boom.
Yeah.
She's had many in.
So we're playing the 5.
Wait.
Jen's winning.
No, she's more incoherent than
No,
me.
we're a
That's
team,
not
we're a
fair.
team.
All right, team. Fine.
Ellen.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, I got that one.
Justin Bieber.
I can't read the college football.
Yes, Randy.
Army old jar. Army.
Armies.
Who military person.
Armies General?
Old
Armies.
Old jar. Old jar.
Army's old jar. Oh, Army's soldier.
Oh.
See how that you gotta.
We're
you
not
gotta
in
blend
fourth
it.
grade,
You gotta
yeah.
blend it. Boxer.
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, there
That
we
one in
go.
the middle was a good tie.
Glow rocks.
COVID, you use these for your packages.
Low rock swipes.
You use them for your packages? Oh, Clorox wipes. Get it?
Crown de
When you're in big trouble.
Grounded for life. Oh, see, I need the hints.
Half baked. Perfect with Netflix.
Parmesan. What?
Pen.
Chunky Monkey.
Ice cream.
Ben and
Oh,
Jerry.
Cherry Garcia.
Ice cream.
Her Pam had to vet hers. Her Pam had to vet hers.
We're cool teens buy cool clothes. I didn't know this one. Urban Outfitters.
Oh, we have boys, remember? Baby
Do,
shark.
do, 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 do.
Baby shark doo doo. Oh, our kids are too old for
Hilarious.
that.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
You just said it.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Nice.
It's easier to listen to somebody
It
else
is.
say it.
Photobun. Phod.
Jumping in the pic.
Oh, photo
Photobomb.
bomb. Yeah, like photo.
Polky monkey.
Pikachu.
Oh,
Oh, Pokemon. Pokemon
Pokemon Go.
Go.
don't watch it.
All right, great job. They play this here. There's an adult version. So this is the family-friendly version. There's an adult version. Oh. So,
Have you played Cards Against Humanity Family Edition? We
Yes.
love it in the
Love
Sherman
it.
We struggled
house.
on this.
Yeah, no,
For
no.
12 and up. What does that
I don't
say?
think you were incoherent enough.
No, I'm too literal. Too literal.
No, it was great talking with you. You guys are wonderful people, and
This
you do
was
great
so
things
fun.
in the
Thank
community,
You too.
teaching,
Thank you.
helping out with, or running and helping out, organizing, fundraising with West Hartford Special Ed PTO. Oh, wait. Oh, speaking of which, can you see that sign in the background? Support Friendship Education, West Hartford Special Education PTO. There was this really cool book, Michelle LaCroix. Oh, I messed that up.
And photography by my neighbor, Jamie Kaminsky.
Ooh, Jamie Kaminsky's doing a wonderful thing too with
Yeah.
special needs.
Yeah.
With the sign in their yard.
Yep. She's my neighbor too. Mike Machad and Jamie
live
are my
in the
neighbors.
That's a
Yeah,
power
we have
neighborhood
we have
right
a whole
there.
power neighborhood.
Catton.
Yeah, and Beth Catton, another pioneer in our neighborhood. Yeah.
No, Kaminsky's wonderful in art at Bristol.
Yeah.
My daughters absolutely
Yes.
love her, and Michelle was great. No, this is a great picture. They did a community Voices Towards Equity in West Hartford. Michelle did this and just used photos, and West Hartford SEPTO.
Yeah, and we selected you as our teacher,
Sector,
and we have a
yes.
para-educator down at the bottom, and then a local parent.
All right, point them out. Let's talk about each one.
So, so that's you,
That's
Mr.
me.
Feeney. And then this is another para-educator at the ELC. Did she retire?
No, I think
She may have
that's
retired. And then this was a local parent at the time, and I think that their
Look at you.
child graduated. I know. We look so young in that picture. That was before COVID.
That was only a few years ago.
That was community. What year was this?
So it was an equity mission
2015.
through town. Yeah, when was that?
2015.
Oh, that's
We all
when
have a
that
story
was.
to tell and a drive to tell it.
And then there was a voiceover. So if you scanned the picture, there was a voiceover.
Oh,
so
you
I
could
had to
scan it with your
record.
phone?
Well, there's,
Yep.
it says in the back.
Yep. So I had to record a whole
Spiel.
speaking point,
us
and then I think the verbiage is in the back.
Very cool. That was a wonderful. And then some of these pictures are still up in Town Hall.
No, I think they took them down after the exhibit, if
There's
I remember
wonderful.
correctly.
We were just at town hall, and there's wonderful artwork from all of the children in town.
Love
It's
it.
beautiful.
No, great town. When we found out we were having twins, we lived in New Haven. We were like, hey, we have to move. My wife's from East Granby. I'm from Waterbury. We were like, West Hartford.
Middle. Perfect.
It all worked out, and I became a teacher. My commute was 30 seconds. I taught at the same place my daughters went. It's a dream come true. You can't put a price tag on that. Without that, without coming to West Hartford, I probably would never have started Friends of Feeney. It's just a great organization making friends and wonderful people like you. Episode 53, Jen Sherman and Randy Leopold.
54, honey.
Brad
Drazen was 53.
yeah, he's all
Good
right.
guy.
Look at the
54.
brains on Brad. What movie?
I don't know.
Come on, Gavin would know.
He would know.
Look at the, Owen, do you know? Look at the brains on Brad. Pulp Fiction. Great
Gavin
episode.
wouldn't know that. I hope
Samuel
he's
L.
not. I
Jackson.
hope he hasn't seen that.
Samuel L. Jackson's. Oh, come on.
He liked the new
Same-
Top Gun.
Ooh. We just watched, my daughters just watched the first one last Friday for the first time. So we're going to go to the
No
Maverick.
Pulp Fiction here.
No.
Not Pulp Fiction. No. Pulp Fiction, a little inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Top Gun, though,
Yes.
he's the man. Any closing remarks?
Come help us. Support, advocate, be friends.
Yeah, and I think just get involved, right? And whatever is important to you, get involved. It doesn't take a large commitment to just help one person, right? So that goes for being a good friend or, supporting someone that you know. And I think that there's still a stigma with people who have children with disabilities or they're caring for children with disabilities, and get out there and be supportive. And it's okay. There's a lot of us, right? You don't have to feel like you're alone. And I got to tell you, there are some days where I lock myself in my room and I cry, and then when I'm done, I call them, right? Like, you don't have to feel terrible, right? There's tons of resources available, and we do have a online support group that is you need permission, and so there's it's a very
Anonymous
selected, it's
community.
anonymous, and so, we do have, things available. So if people feel like they don't want to share their story, but they want to do it privately, we're always available. No one's alone.
Awesome. Yeah, please help out at info. I'll put it on there, info@whsepto.org. There's a Facebook and Instagram page. This is Jen and Randi. Randi, closing remarks. Come on, Randi. Drop some. Give us something good here.
Got nothing. This was fun, thank you. I know we appreciate everything you do for the community, but,
Yeah.
takes a
Absolutely.
good soul to know a good soul.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it comes down to. So,
Great.
Perfect.
Looking forward to 55. Evan Gilchrist, financial advisor, good person. He helps support Glastonbury Wealth Management, helps sponsor and get Stanley to Gastro Park. So he was
Oh,
very
great.
key in that. So
nice.
looking
Great.
forward to 55 with him. Can't thank you enough. We played games. We made bird sounds.
That's right. Bird's the word.
We learned a lot about SEPTO, and it's a very important organization. So please help out, be a good friend, and help out. I missed that. What happened?
She said birds.
Bird's the word. Well, that's bird.
She didn't
Bird's
even.
the word.
She didn't even question
Flinch,
it.
not a flinch.
Didn't even question
It's
it.
like call
See,
a friend.
that's a best friend. She didn't
When?
even question it.
Why? When bird's the word?
Oh, like when she picked up the phone and said, make bird sounds.
my
Everybody
goodness.
else would have been like, what are you talking about? Shh, I'm live on TV right now. Just
That's
do
what.
it.
That's the hope. You're like you're crazy, or cut it out, or no, I'm not doing that.
Call a
This is
friend.
embarrassing. Nope. She was
Nope.
like
I got this.
an official bird sounds. That like was a cardinal trying to call someone else in. It was time. That cardinal was ready.
The sister group chat's gonna blow up later.
Like, what's a bird sound? Tweet, 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 tweet.
Well, again, I want to thank Andy and Cody from Weehaw Brewing and Roasting, Dave and Owen from Direct Line Media, our sponsors, West Hartford Lock, Donut Crazy, the Fix IV. You guys ever get a Fix? Oh,
I'm
come on.
gonna need one.
It's amazing. You should try it. We're going to get a podcast where I'm going to get a Fix live on the air. The Fix, Keating Agency, Insurance. If you need insurance, those are your guys. Ryan Keating was on. And Gastro Park, awesome food truck spot. Stanley was there, episode 19. Those are our sponsors. If you know any other companies or businesses that want to sponsor, please help out. It was wonderful chatting with you. Episode 54. On 3, we're going to say, be a good friend. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Be a good friend.